Hey guys, movie guy here, and I'm gonna give you guys another DVD review. This time I'm going to be doing this is the original classic media version of Rodan. I don't know if it was called something else in Japan, but this Americanized version is called Rodan. Um, this actually came in a Godzilla box set with King of the Monsters and a bunch of other ones. But this one is a really good movie. It has really good special effects. It has really decent acting. I mean, really, when it's dubbing, you can't say much, but it has likable characters. You know, it's just a really good movie. And on top of that, I think this is one of the first monster movies to ever be in color. So we'll just, as we did with King Kong, we'll just take a look at the box first. But on the front, you have a picture of Rodan over some buildings with the chick, the pilot, and the dude. I think that's the main character. I watched this movie like last week, so I was going to do a review of it last week, but I never got around to it. Here's the side. It just says Rodan with the buildings again. On the back, it has another picture of Rodan, an actual synopsis. Three stills from the movie. There's them when they figure out that Rodan is like a pterodactyl. There's a picture of Rodan flying over the road. And there is the people interrogating Shigeru, I believe his name is, about what he saw because he got attacked by Rodan, sort of type thing. And on the inside, there's the DVD art. It's just the same as the cover, but I'll read you guys the synopsis on the back. When a small mining village starts to experience strange deaths in a nearby mine, the authorities discover that the caves are being besieged by giant caterpillars with an appetite for humans. If this isn't bad enough, a more horrifying discovery is made in their underground home, a giant flying creature that resembles a prehistoric pterodactyl. Soon after, a second Rodan appears, and the two monsters begin to wreak havoc across the world. Flying at supersonic speeds, Rodan and his mate cause hurricane-force winds that spin fighter jets out of control and anything that moves on the ground to become potential lunch. No, that's really what happens in the movie. The two Rodans come and they just fuck shit up. So, Shigeru was played by Kenji Sahara. Kyo was played by Yumi Shirakawa, and Professor Kasuwanji was played by Akahano Hirata. The producer was Tomoyuki Tanaka, and director was Ishiro Honda. You might know them as the people who directed and produced Godzilla. Actually, Tomoyuki Tanaka directed or produced every Godzilla movie up until the end of the Heisei era. The Americanized version is 72 minutes. So this is the 2002 version, or the 2002 release. This is a really good release, by the way. But I wouldn't, if you don't have this movie and you want it, I wouldn't get this version. I'll get the double feature with War of the Gargantuas, because you get the Japanese versions of both those films. Which if I find it somewhere, I'll probably end up buying it, because I want it. That's the only way to say it. I want it, but yeah. So as I said, this is a really good movie. I highly recommend watching it or buying it even. It's a little more violent than the Godzilla films that were coming out at the time. There's bodies floating in mines. I really like the feel of it, and I got this when it came out in 2002 as a little kid, and I was kind of wondering, what is this? Because I knew who Rodan was, because I've seen some other movies with Rodan in them, but I didn't know where Rodan was, because I only got up until to the scenes with the giant caterpillars called Meganulon, which they look really cheesy. They look delightfully cheesy almost. they're the cheesy, they're the good cheese, not the bad cheese. Um, the dubbing, is dubbing. What are you gonna do? Um, but in this one, it's one of the Godzilla movies, or not Godzilla movies, one of the monster movies where you actually care about the characters, because the characters are somewhat likable in this one. Kind of like Raymond Burr, the Americanized Godzilla, the original. I don't know if you guys agree, but I really like that version. I think both versions were solid, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about Rodan. So, yeah, this movie is just really good. I like it a lot. I highly recommend it. And I've probably been repeating myself for 5 minutes, but, there you go. I give it 4 stars out of 5.